Hello, Internet. Max Milne here from the south of Australia.
And Marie-Pier here from Montreal, Canada.
Today, we're going to be exploring the best iPad app to use when doing the first level of progressive summarisation. We both learnt about this progressive summarisation in the Build a Second Brain course by Tiago. If you're here, you probably know what it is. If you don't, we'll link more information for it down below. So in our quest for this, we want to provide what we think is the best free app currently available on the iPad to do highlighting your PDF and then exporting these highlights directly into your note-taking app, all within the iPad natively. So here we go, liquid text, PDF expert, comparison, see who wins.
Yes, I'm in PDF expert. As you can see on the left sidebar, you can connect all your accounts. So I have 2 Google Drive accounts, 1 Dropbox, and also my iCloud account. My second brain are mainly in my Google Drive account, but for today, I'm using just the iCloud. And here is the PDF to highlight that we did for the test. By clicking on it, it opens and you have at the top the toolbar with few annotation option. And well, you can either click on the annotation you want, highlight, underline, and then highlight your text, or you can also just select the text you want, and then you'll have all the options that will appear on top of it. So you can also highlight this way. One feature that I like a lot is the note. So you can associate notes to your highlight here. So test. Here is my test note. So this note is then linked to my highlight. Once you've done annotate your document, you can go here on the right menu, and there's the all your annotate. This is the annotation bar, and you have a resume of all your annotation, and you have an export button. And there's 2 options. You can either export the summary of your annotation or the whole page annotation. So I don't know why the whole page annotation exists, because it just saves the PDF with your highlight, which is already what you have. So actually just creates a copy. So I'll use today annotation summary, exporter. So it creates a document with a summary of your annotation. And as I discussed with Max a few days ago, PDF Expert did an update recently. And as you can see, it not only export your highlight, but also the content of the sentence before or after your highlight. I don't know what to think about it, except that it does not only export my highlight, but also the surrounding. So honestly, this is not an update I really like, because then when you want to take your content and put it in your note-taking app, well, you need to do the job again, because you have more content than what you actually highlight. So I think this would be a big disadvantage of the new update. And here, as you can see, you have, this is the file it creates. So on the cloud also, I think by default it's HTML. Yeah, it's an HTML file. So you can then open it on your computer without any problem. Voila, this was my my little PDF expert tour for how to highlight a PDF and export annotation.
Yes.
Let's now take a look at liquid text.
Great. Thank you very much.
So I'll do this in two stages. First, I'll show how to go through and make highlights, and then how to export them, and then how to back up your PDF. So firstly, we'll just open up a pre-created PDF. Here I'm opening it up from my OneDrive. So bring that in. And you can go through and do highlights. There's a whole array of different colors and options you can use. And also there's a great function where you can highlight text, and then if you want to select more to add it to that highlight, say if it's over a different page, you can continue it on like that. There's also the ability to add comments, etc. So say now I want to export these out to my second brain, which is Evernote for me. So I'll just do that. Export, and we go to Notes Outline. Here there's many different options for what to show. I try to keep it the most bare bones. So I just have the highlights themselves, and then go copy to clipboard. And then here we'll drop it into Evernote. Paste. So then there they are. Good to go. Another way is to export them via mail, and here you can drop them straight into Readwise, if that's something that you use also. I found that to be successful. So when it comes to backing up your PDF, my suggestion is that you keep on saving the PDF to the cloud, but you don't re-import it from the cloud because it messes up your highlights. So keep on doing all of your highlighting within liquid text, and then save it back out onto the cloud when you feel that you're done with it and you don't need to do anything else in liquid text. So a way to do that is you go to the export icon, and you can click on Auto Send Settings, and here there's a couple of different options. I leave it on No Preferences and Ask Me. So go to Close. And then when you come back to your home page, it'll say, do you want to send? So I always go Send. Then that will update the PDF that you were working on. There we go. On the cloud. The only problem is if you re-import this PDF into liquid text again, say if you delete it from liquid text, the highlights won't export properly. But these highlights are fully editable and able to be used on the desktop, no problem. I've tried that out. When you go back into liquid text, you have all your documents here, and you can always delete it out if you feel that you're done with it. I usually just archive it so I can access it whenever I need to. And that's how I suggest using liquid text.
Yeah, so I think in conclusion, they both have great features. It just seems at the moment, if you want a free app to do the first stage of progressive summarization on your iPad, where you can work natively on that document within the iPad, say you've just taken it to a cafe and that's all you have, or on a holiday, then you can start working on it straight away in your Notes app in a very clean and simple way. If you have a bit more time and you use Readwise, you can also just go ahead and export it and they'll both be there. And I think similarly, everybody have an explore, and if you find something to be better, or if something gets updated, let us know.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.